and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara, and I can't drive. I can't drive like this. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, so we're back in the boat, and we are off to find a place to live. In the last episode, we charged a pillager outpost, raided the chest, accidentally got a few pillagers trailing us, and we didn't want to bring them back to the village where we were staying, so we packed up and left. And now we are looking for a new place to call home. I did actually see the, old growth taiga that I thought might be fun to build in. And then we went off and we found some buried treasure. And so we got a little distracted, but I was thinking that maybe I'll turn around and go back there. Is that going down? Oh, that's going down. Okay. We need to sleep. We don't need stuff spawning on us. Yeah, so I was hoping to find some dark oak, but looks like we might not, looks like that might have to wait for another day. I mean, we could continue going, but, you know, how long will it take to find the dark oak is the question. And so, thinking maybe we just settle for some spruce for now. So I think I'm just gonna turn around and we're gonna look for that old growth taiga again. I'm thinking for our starter base, we could do like a little magical cottage looking thing. And we'll get ourselves set up there. We'll get some resources going. We'll get a mine started. It's episode 3 and we still haven't really done any mining. And then we're gonna go and I don't know. We could just build right by the shore, but I kind of want to get up in there. Up. I kind of want to build like on the mountainside. So, if I had to like classify myself as a Minecrafter, I would classify myself as a builder. Yes. However, not a good one. And that's one of the things that I want to improve in this adventure that we are going on together. I want to get better at building, and I think that I have made some improvements since I've started playing Minecraft again. I think that I've made some improvements on my building, but I definitely think I still have a long way to go. So yeah, up in here somewhere, I'm thinking would be good. Ooh, this is pretty clear right here. Oh, that is dangerous. Is this a lush cave? Oh, it is. There's moss blocks. Might even be axolotls hiding down there. Okay, you sold me. I'll take it. I'll take the lot. Okay, we're gonna build here. This little area is pretty clear. There's a couple of nice big tall trees here. So I'm thinking, should we go right here? Right here. Couple of nice looking boulders. This is where we'll build our little we're gonna make a little enchanted hut is what we're gonna go with. So let's put our I guess we can set our spawn right there. Put our crafting table down. And what do I need? I need a chest. I'm gonna get a chest. Oh, I made a mess again. Okay. And we're gonna go down, get the rest of our stuff, and we're gonna come back up here. And we'll start building some stuff. I'll chop down a few trees. I did see some, I did see there was also like a little bit of a birch forest over there as well, and I think that I'll probably incorporate some birch into the build as well, get some nice contrast with the spruce. Yeah, I'm gonna start chopping some trees, and once I've got some trees chopped down, I'll be back. And we're back. It's actually been a couple of days since the last clip. I was doing some editing on other videos, and I had to work and I had some other stuff to do, so I hadn't had time to record again yet. But I have collected some materials here. I've got some birch, some spruce, some mossy cobble. This probably will not be enough for what I have planned. And then I've got some dark oak planks that I gutted from that shipwreck that we found earlier. So yeah, I guess we can just go ahead and get started on this build. I don't actually need this here. Hello, it is Kara from the future. So when I was doing my recording session for this build, I was feeling like super foggy in the head, and I was rambling even more than normal, and I also like couldn't string together sentences, so I decided to just spare everyone and do a bit of a voiceover for this part. And I did speed it up a little bit, maybe just to hide some of like the choppy editing, but that's not the This is the start of my starter base. It's very small, as you can see, and we'll probably outgrow it pretty fast. But that is a problem for another day. It's very simple. I tried to be a little bit more creative than the typical, like, oak plank, cobblestone, triangle roof, build that I have built so many times as my starter house. I'm trying to get a little bit more creative with my builds. It's still super symmetrical, which is something that I'm trying to work on breaking out of, because I typically think that like having things that are symmetrical is very like pleasing to the eye, but of course I think it's a lot more interesting to look at it, and a lot more dynamic to build things that are asymmetrical. But as I was coming up with design for this house, I was trying some stuff with asymmetry, and it just wasn't quite working in such a small little clearing that I had. So that's definitely something that I will be experimenting with more in the future when we're building a more permanent house. But the whole idea for this place is like a little enchanted cottage in the woods, and I am very happy with how it turned out. Even though it's super small, super simple, I really like it. It's actually like super late at night as I'm recording this voiceover, because I have been working on editing this video for a couple of days, and I really needed to get the voiceover done, and I really wanted to get the video up. So I just got home from rehearsal for a play that I'm in, and I have like a lot of energy from that, weirdly, even though like I worked this morning, and so I was super tired when I got there. I just really enjoy like being around my cast and everything. So I feel like very refreshed after being with them for the past like 4 hours. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter than normal, since I just like cut so much out and sped it up quite a bit. So hopefully I will have my next video out faster than this one. I really was like trying to find time to do a voiceover for this one, which is why it took so long to come out. But hopefully the next episode will be a little bit easier for me to edit, and I hopefully will get that out soon. I've just been like super busy because I started rehearsals this week, so I haven't had all of the time that I usually have to edit and record. I do have like the next 3 episodes, I think, though, already recorded, so as soon as I have time to edit them, they should be out pretty fast. And exciting news, I got my first subscriber, and it's so exciting. It feels kind of silly and like such a small thing, but it means so much to me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and it means a lot to me. And they also left me a nice comment saying that they loved my voice, which just made me feel like, oh, it was so sweet. Because as I was editing my first couple of videos that I have up, I was like, oh no, my voice is so annoying. Nobody's gonna watch these because my voice is so annoying. And so it's really reassuring to hear that not everyone has the same impression of my voice that I do. And perhaps I'm not as annoying as I think I am. I think earlier in the video I was talking just briefly about how I would, if I had to categorize myself as a Minecraft player, like I would categorize myself as a builder, not really because that's what I'm good at, but because that's what I really enjoy doing the most in the game. And so one of my goals for this series is, of course, to make those two things align, and be able to call myself a builder, not just in the sense that I really enjoy building, but in the sense that I'm actually really good at it. So I wouldn't say that I'm like bad by any means, but I think that a lot of my designs tend to be very basic. And I'm trying to get, like I said earlier, more into like asymmetrical designs and using like natural shapes and really experimenting and making my builds more interesting and more than just like, you know, your basic little basic Minecraft house. Um, so with this design, I did two different like block types with the roof, which I usually would like make a roof out of all one material, and then I also am doing like a more like steeper roof than I usually would. Like instead of just a basic triangle, you can see like I go up by a block and then put the stairs on top of that to make it more of like a sloped roof, which can be very frustrating. I've used this design for a roof before, but on like a bigger, taller building, and it was very frustrating. And I like avoided finishing the roof for several days because I was getting so frustrated with like not being able to get up the roof without placing blocks for scaffolding. But I really do like the way that it looks. I think there could probably be some improvements to it, but on such like a small scale build, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm like running out of things to say, but I still have a couple minutes of time lapse left. So I guess speaking of time lapses, I downloaded the replay mod, so in the future my build time lapses will be a lot smoother than whatever this is, because I wasn't planning on this being a time lapse. In all honesty, it just kind of turned out that way because I was really struggling as I was recording to like have a personality. I don't know. Um so yeah, I downloaded that, and then it took me forever to like figure out how to move my save from like my regular Minecraft launcher into the replay mod, because it's like technically it's modded, so it like has to launch separate. It launches like in a separate browser or whatever. Um, when literally all I had to do was like copy and paste. I literally just had to copy and paste the world folder into the saves folder on in in like the mods folder of um Minecraft. But it took me like an insanely long time to figure out that that's all I had to do. Like I thought it was going to be so much more complicated, and it literally was that simple. But I kid you not, like it took me like 3 days to figure it out. But I finally did, and I got that working. So I'll be able to do actual time lapses in the future for my builds, and it won't have to be weird like this. And we're almost at the end of the time lapse, so I'm just about ready to hand it back over to recording Kara, as she uh, kind of figured out how to string sentences together. And I'll let her wrap up this video. So for the this one, I don't like how that looks, how it's like connected. So what I'm gonna do here instead, and I am not entirely sure. I might hate this. I'm not sure if I like this design yet, but this is what we're gonna do for now. We're gonna make it so that they're like that. So like sticking out. There we go. And then so like that. And I don't know if I like it, but I'm gonna leave it for now at least, because I think it looks better than just being completely having nothing there. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that for the front and for the one on the back as well. And then of course on the sides we'll just do this. Oh, I still need that there. Oops. I don't think things through all the time. Go. And then over here. So this is our not completely finished starter home. It's close. It's almost there. It's almost there. There's just a few more details that we've got to gather some resources for, and then we can finish up the outside and we can do the inside. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. I'm thinking that next episode I'll probably be going caving to get some resources that we need to finish this design. So that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you've been enjoying the series so far, please leave a like or a comment. And if you're feeling really crazy, you could even subscribe, and it would mean a lot to me. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.